Hello Gemini. Welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you might have been in a relationship with this person. Could have been a situationship. Could have been in the past, even in the current. Also, some of you may be in a connection with someone who you've had eye contact with. Intense gazing. And it is very intense to the point where you know there's something there, but no one's speaking up. For those of you who are new, my way of reading is just slightly different. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I do have the ability of tuning into my higher intuitive self and getting the answers that we need for this reading. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel to provide you with some advice on your situation. All right. Gemini, we have here inspiration, feelings and emotions, wisdom, doubt, grief, hearth and home, nourishment, illusion, and then we have cycles under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I still have, and I discovered I had bronchitis. Took my antibiotics, and I am feeling better, guys, but sorry, you will have to deal with this today. Because I remember last time I had to keep pausing, and it really caused a disruption in the volume. I don't want you guys to have to do that, so just be careful. I'm going to be coughing in the middle of it probably, but I am feeling better now. It's not as bad as before. Before it was terrible. All right, so I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Gemini, ever since I met you, my life has been turned from black and white into color. Everything around me, it smells better, tastes better, feels better, sounds better. I notice now that I actually do have feelings and emotions for you. These feelings and emotions that I have, I see when you're happy, I'm happy. And when you're sad, my world falls apart because I can't do anything about it. I also feel that I have grown from this experience. I am no longer what I used to be. I am much more wiser, more stable, more centered. I've learned from my mistakes. I have learned from my lessons, from the things you and I went through. I have learned many things. I do have doubts, though, that even if I am somebody who now has changed, will you accept me for who I am? For all of my faults, for the things that I have said and done, for the things that I never said that I should have, things that I never did that I should have done. For this reason I grieve. And I feel a loss, that I have lost you. Whatever the connection was between you and I. Now I feel guilty. There's a sense of remorse, regret. All of the feelings that I feel right now, they are very strong. And there's a feeling of sadness and melancholy. And I'm afraid I'm losing you. You are someone who would light up my darkest sky. You were that shining light that I looked up to, that would guide me and lead me home. I no longer see that light. I see that that light now is starting to fade. And with you fading, I don't know what I'll do. Because what I did to you was not right. It hurts me because I hurt you. It took me a while to realize this, but I do realize this now. In this connection, I do feel that there is this sense of hearth and home. Wherever you are, that is where my home is. And this guiding light that used to once exist whenever I was lost, it's as if you led me home. Whatever I was feeling, however I was feeling, you've always kept me warm. And I have not been afraid of confiding in you, of talking to you, of telling you what is going on in my life. You have always been there for me with open arms, and I have taken advantage of your kind nature. This is something that I feel now, that because of this distance, I am no longer close to my home. And I have to admit, it breaks my heart. I also feel a sense of nourishment, fulfillment. In you, I have found someone who could be literally called a perfect mate. Spiritually, emotionally, and physically, you have this way of fulfilling me. Whatever you have done, however you have done it, it works for me. And I do feel that all that I've done to you, it embarrasses me. So I am embarrassed. And I hide behind a veil. I hide behind a false mask. I don't tell you how I truly feel. I don't come out into the open and show you. To you, it seems as though I am ignoring you. But the truth is, I can't face you. Because of what I did to you. Because I do feel very guilty now. Overall, the connection that I have with you goes on in my mind like a cycle and circle, just keeps going and going and going. I'm obsessing over the fact that you and I are not close the way I would like to be. I'm obsessing over the fact that you and I have had this issue. I'm thinking constantly about the issue. I do hope that in this connection going forward, things can change. And that one day you will see that I am someone who has changed as well. With the wisdom that I have gained throughout my experiences. Because for me it's important to share my wisdom now. And to take care of those who need help. right, Gemini. One last cough. That's not a cough, it's a clearing my throat. Okay, why don't you have water? All right, let's have water. Obviously, somebody was going to say that. All right. I'm so sorry about this. I just don't want to keep pausing because I did last time, and then the start of the next part was low volume, so it was just terrible. It's like at one point I'm loud, one point I'm quiet. Okay. I think I'm going to feel better now. So, this is, okay, well, right there you are. This is the Lover's Path Tarot, and I'm having a look at, wow, yikes. I'm having a look at what was the reason why your connection with this person started to just go downhill. Why did it not work out? What were the reasons? Some of you may have just been ghosted, and so maybe they did not tell you why they left or why they started to ignore you. At the very least, if there's not many reasons, these are at least 2 reasons why certain things did not work out in the connection. Okay. We have your strength and power. Strength. Okay. Now, keep in mind, I do read these ones in the reverse. We have here courage, strength, leadership, and confidence. Typically, this is what it would be. However, Gemini, we are reading the reverse. So this talks about a lack of courage, not having the strength, not feeling as though one is a leader, and definitely not having any confidence. A lack of confidence in an individual. A long time ago, this person wanted to transform weakness into strength, but they were unable to, due to a lack of integrity. They wanted to have the strength to do great deeds, however they could not, because they had lost that sense of leadership confidence. They'd lost it. Right now, they're feeling insecure and even fearful. The scattering of this type of energy, creating discord to weaken others. So here we do have a situation where this particular individual was going through something, but it's like they lost themselves. You know, one day they may have had a lot of confidence, a lot of self-esteem, and then boom, they realize something changed, and then they completely lost it all. They're also creating, in order to hide this, they were creating discord between others. So picking a fight, changing the topic, doing something that has nothing to do with the topic at all, which would be the issue or the discussion, so diverting someone's attention, and also creating discord between people and within the situation itself. Usually people do this because they are deflecting, or they're trying to keep away what truly is the issue, and they are, I guess you could say, I don't want to use the word forward, but they're trying to dismiss it. That, you know what, I really don't need to deal with this, so I'm just going to pretend like it doesn't exist. Now here we also have the card Power. That is a very strong card. The word itself is power, but it is not a great card to have, because this means somebody is dominating this person's bottom. Yes. We have here leadership, responsibility, and authority, which means here there is a lack of leadership. There's a lack of responsibility that this person has, and they do not have authority. That means somebody else is a leader. Somebody else is taking responsibility, and somebody else is an authority over your person. So here we have the ability to use power wisely, but not being able to do so. Dealing with somebody who is like an authority figure. This could be a parent, a friend, guardian, a teacher. It could be anybody. Here we also have oppressed by another's power and authority. So oppressed by another's power and authority. So this person does not have their own freedom, or they did not at the time have their own freedom because they were being dominated by someone else. Somebody was dominating their bottom. Oppressed by another person's power or authority, having insecurities within themselves. Then they started to behave in a passive-aggressive kind of way. Some of you might have noticed this in their behavior. This is the reason why, because they felt like they were no longer in control. And using power to manipulate others for personal gain. Yikes. So this is really bad. This person that you're dealing with, there's two things. Either they treated you like this, where they treated you in a way where the power that they had, the power, they were treating you in a bad way. And in a bad way means manipulating you for their personal gain. Or this person was being manipulated by this person or by these people, and it was for their own personal gain. So either way, there's a sense of manipulation here that this person has experienced. Either they are doing it to you or it has happened to them. But hurt people hurt people. And what happens with that is they don't know any better. They don't know how to love anyone because they themselves haven't felt love. I mean, here, this person's completely lost their strength because somebody, wow, I never thought of that. Look at that. Somebody has lost their strength because somebody else is in power. Right? That goes hand in hand, doesn't it? Somebody is more powerful. Therefore, this person has lost their strength. So, Gemini, this is not a you problem. This is a them problem. This is their issue. This is not you. This is actually not you at all. This is this person dealing with something else that's external. And unfortunately, you were at the receiving end of this behavior. So, if you thought this entire time, what did I do wrong? What could I have done better? Why did this person stop talking to me? Why did they ghost me? Why did they leave me? I was so nice to them. I gave them everything. Everything I possibly could. Gemini, it doesn't matter what you did for them. Because this is not about you. This is about them and about the people that are in their life. The people that are in this person's life are not nice. And they are influencing this person to the point where it's jeopardizing their relationship with other people too. So this is not you. This is them. And they are not in the position right now to make any choice or to make any sacrifice. It seems like that. They are not in the position to do anything like that because somebody else had authority and power, and they probably still do. All right, let's have a look at, here we have the Beginner's Tarot. Seven of Wands. So this is any actions, any plans, any intentions that this person might have towards you. Look at that. I just talked about restrictions, right? And then we have the Eight of Swords. So yes, definitely this person has external people. That's forcing this individual not to do what it is that is desired in their heart. And for that reason, they are absolutely depressed. Very, very sad because of it. They don't have any freedom. This is not nice, guys. Burdens. We have the Seven of Pentacles just waiting for life to happen. And then you have Ten of Wands, followed by happy memories that keep them going. These are very sad cards. So this is what's happening. Seven of Wands here. This person realizes that their energy is scattered. They are unable to focus their energy on one issue. They are extremely overwhelmed by taking on many things or people giving them things to do. It's just like they can't handle it. We also have here the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords here does talk about how in this connection, this person is in a state where somebody has blindfolded them. They're not allowed. It's not that they can't, but they're not allowed to see. They're not allowed to hear. Their hands, feet, legs, arms are tied. They're not allowed to move. They're surrounded by swords. A cage, a fence. They're not allowed to leave that area. And far in the distance, somebody's watching them like a hawk. That's no way of living. That's no way of living. Sometimes we have to follow traditions, family morals, our values. But when it changes who you are as a human being and you start to become bitter, depressed, stressed, angry, frustrated, then you're starting to allow negative energies into you and you're turning into a different person. If it gets to that level, guys, you're going to have to talk to somebody about this. You can't live like this, or this person can't live like this. Well, Crosswatcher, if you're watching, if this is you, you need to talk to somebody about this. This needs to stop. We have here also a depressive state, Four of Cups, feeling as though chance and opportunities have been wasted, lost. There's a chance opportunity that could have been taken. You feel as if you have lost those opportunities and there's no going back. However, there is hope. Yet, this person is such in the state of this mindset that they can't even turn around and have a look at the things that are advantageous for them. They're not looking because they don't see it, they don't recognize it, they don't know it. And then we also have here the Seven of Pentacles. Realizing that in this connection, there is a sense of waiting. So they do have to wait for something to occur. They are waiting for something to occur. They're waiting for the harvest. They've put in the effort, they feel, and they're waiting for it. But in all honesty, Gemini, this person did not put in the effort. Why? Because they could not put in the effort. Not because they didn't want to. It's because they could not, because somebody else is dominating their ASS. Big time. So bad. And then we have another card here, the Ten of Wands. Absolute burden. Responsibilities, burdens on their shoulders. So many things that they are absolutely overwhelmed. Their knees are about to buckle. They're about to fall down. Why? Because there's so much that they are doing. This could be taking care of a sick loved one, paying all the bills, doing multiple jobs, trying to keep everybody happy, taking on many projects. It could be anything, but it's not one thing. These are many things. That's the issue. And when you have a situation like this, Gemini, the person cannot add you into their life because their energy is so scattered and it's being invested in other things and other people, that what's the use if they were to give you, I'm seeing the number 37, what's the use if they gave you 37% of themselves and that's it? They can't do any more than that. What is the use of that? Are you willing? I know some of you are willing. Even a little bit is good, I know. But the truth is, you want 100%. You want this person to be yours. You want them to be committed. You want them to actually take action with you. Do things, go to places, build some memories. You want that. The thing is, this person's so overwhelmed that they can't do that. And it's not just one thing. It could be family related, health related. So many other problems. Getting evicted. Many, many things can happen. Here we have Six of Cups. Now, it's very sad, but what keeps your person of interest going are the happy memories that they had from the past with you. When they close their eyes and when they're hurting, they think of you and they think of the past. And those memories that they have had with you, it makes their heart happy. It makes the pain go away. It makes things less. It's like they're in a desert and they see this beautiful oasis. You are that oasis. And they're there and they don't want to leave. They keep daydreaming. They keep believing that that's what is true. But eventually they have to return to the desert. Because that's where they belong according to this other party that they're dealing with. But you are their oasis, their sanctuary, their love, their home. And you make them feel whole. And it's sad because you make life worth living just through the memory. Imagine what would happen if the both of you got together, how much love there would be. This has to stop. This is bad. I don't like this. This is like somebody restricting this individual. And there could be a perfectly good reason, guys. Some of you might be in a third-party situation. A person might have kids or family or something like that, and they just can't divorce. They can't separate. So that is a struggle. Somebody does have power and authority over this person. I understand that people have their own issues, and they know what limitations they have and what sacrifices they can make. Sometimes they can't make a sacrifice. Just remember that. It's not possible. Do they love you deep in their heart? Oh my God, they do. 6 of Cups. Just the memory of you makes them feel happy and alive. And that's all they have are memories. That's all you have right now are memories. I see there's so much. There's a blockage here. You guys are not talking. There's not going on. There's not a lot much going on here. Like, you guys are so separate right now that even you're thriving on those beautiful memories from back in the time when you guys were together, or even if you talked or texted. Things never stay the same. Remember that. You guys know that. Happiness comes and goes. So does sadness. Sad times don't last forever either. There are rainy days, and then there's days of sunshine. Eventually, this person, they have will. They have a feisty nature. They will overcome this. They will get fed up of this, and they're going to break free. They have the ability of breaking free. But right now they feel that they just can't because of the circumstances that surround them, because of other people. Wowee. That was very intense. All right, let's have a look at what the angels have to say about this. I don't think they have anything good to say about this. All right. Well, first things first, they want you to start consulting your angels. Talk to them. And of course the card would come here. Reconsider your situation. Gemini, how long are you going to be waiting for this person? There you are. You have an option. Up to you. It's up to you to make this choice. There's a choice here now. If you want to be with this person or not. I know it's not their fault, but sometimes you have to make your decision and not feel so much sympathy and empathy for this person, because your life will also be wasted. Each second goes by, never comes back. You could have built a memory at that time. All right. So you have here, ask your angels. I'll tell you my method. Not everybody has to do what I do, but the way to do it properly is this way. So these angels, they work for the family of the Christ consciousness, and beyond Christ we also have his Father, which is the creator of all. He prefers to be a he. It's an it. It has a positive, negative charge. It has the masculine as well as feminine traits. But it prefers to be in the masculine state because it's an alpha state. Because it's more of a go-getter, more of a leader, more of somebody that has confidence. That's what the alpha state is like. So, I pray to the Christ consciousness. Through Christ I get to his Father, the source. From there I ask God, who is the source, to allow Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel, because that's his staff. He's a manager. That's his staff. To allow them to come down and help me with such and such issue. Now, when that happens, within a split second, you're automatically connected to them because you thought of them. It's like a Wi-Fi connection. And so you do connect with them, and then you can call upon Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel. I specifically just use these three. You can use other ones that are from heaven as well. Be careful when you say angels. It has to be angels from heaven. So when you do this, you give them permission. You can say it out loud. You can whisper it. You can just say it in your heart. That I give you permission to help me with such and such problem. Tell me what to do. Give me a sign. The signs will not happen all of a sudden, Gemini. There's planning that goes around that. So things will happen, but over time. We also have here reconsider. Many of you had made up your mind about something. And now that you know this information, and now that you are going to be receiving answers from the angels in various ways in your life, you will be able to reconsider your actions and your intentions, your words that you were going to say, the actions you were going to take. You will be able to reconsider all of that now. You will have to. There's no choice in the matter. They are saying here that it's up to you. It is up to you to make this a decision. And if you believe that this can happen, then it will happen. Within the next few months, will this happen? Nope. Going to take a long time. You saw what this person's going through. They're literally going through hell. I can't. I wouldn't be able to live like that. I can't live like that. I'd fall sick. I'd be depressed. I've been there. I've been dominated like that. That's why I know how it feels. Terrible situation. Being restricted to some degree. And I wasn't young. I was about 25, 26. Still being restricted. That was a different story. But it was related to love and romance. We have here within the next few months. Is this going to happen? Nope. No. This is going to happen in divine timing. And the reason why it's going to be perfect timing, because you've seen the cards all came out. There's a lot of struggle. There's a lot of things this person has to learn. They have to go through many things. And eventually, life will get better, but it's going to take some time. So this will happen in divine timing. We also have here, under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. The situation will improve in this particular situation. Great. That's what we need. We need the situation to improve because it can no longer be the same anymore. Things need to change. They have changed. People change. Circumstances change. So don't worry about it. I would just want you to know that this person is going through a lot. And when somebody is in an environment like that, sometimes they don't even know that it's wrong for them. They only realize after they go out and meet other people, they discover, oh, this is not how life is. That is what life is. I want to be like that. I want to have that freedom. So right now, it possibly could be they don't even know what the world is like. And I mean this just because they have a lot of restrictions right now. This doesn't mean that the person is young. This could be like a 65-year-old that is being dominated by their daughter because she doesn't want the father to hang out with this new girlfriend because her mom died. And so he's hanging out with this new girlfriend who's a gold digger. I hear a lot of stories from my clients. These are people problems. This happens, right? The person might not even know that they're being manipulated. They might not even know that they're being controlled. And of course, it's not all the time that the second person that comes into one's life is controlling. No. Maybe the daughter's controlling. That's happened. So there's many, many things that can happen in so many different variety of ways, right? Just understand this person is going through a lot. It is going to take them some time to change their perspective, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. I don't see that happening here. It will happen, though, eventually. The situation will improve. It may not change completely, but it will not be as intense as it is right now, like the way they're being dominated in this power and they've lost their strength and they're being like with the Eight of Swords, like just completely caged. It's not going to be like that. It's going to get better at least. And that is your reading. I know I didn't really leave on such a super duper happy note. However, just understand the overall arching theme is that the situation will improve. So at the end of the day, things will progress and they will get better. Just remember that part. All right, Gemini. I hope somehow this reading resonated. I don't know if it did. Please let me know if it did, because it was very specific. Do let me know in the comments below. And also, for those of you that are looking for private readings, I do have openings right now for private readings. This is the written report readings. It's all conducted by myself. Do read the description before you actually place the order. You can find that on www.asnointia.com. All right then. Gemini, you take care, stay safe, and I will see you again. Bye now.